Hi, my name is Michelle Ann, and today we're going to do a meditation to help you slow down and to help your brain rewire some of your stress responses and the anxiety and overwhelm to help you get more of a life balance. You can redo this meditation as many times as you want. Okay. And so this is directly from the lineage of yoga that I have been taught in, and everybody is asking me how I have overcome my allergies and how I've overcome a lot of the different things in my life. And this meditation is a very good example of what I do to overcome these things and how I got rid of the 50 food allergies and different things like that in my life. So I start off saying Jai Bhagwan, and I want to tell you what Jai Bhagwan means. The word Jai in Sanskrit means victory, and the word Bhagwan means the divine. So, who or what is the divine? Like, this is you. Like, not the you that gets stressed out every day and runs around and, does this and does that, but the you that is unchanging and timeless. The you that shows up behind everything that you experience. In yoga, we call this consciousness or awareness. That's underneath every single thing that we do. We can kind of come up to a bird's eye view and we feel more conscious or aware of what's happening, and we can make better decisions. So the practice that I'm about to lead you through today, my guru calls meditation in motion. And what is this? In a way, it's how to live in a way, in a state of ease and relaxation, like meditation in a meditative state, that deep, relaxed state, but while you're doing things with your eyes open off the mat, you could say. So this is a very easy way. Sometimes we have a very easy time letting the mind relax, and sometimes we don't. Okay. We've all had that night of insomnia where the mind is so active that you can't sleep. Okay. But if you could only experience more of a relaxation state that if you've ever done yoga, you've experienced in Shavasana at the end of the yoga, why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to live with that relaxation and that awareness and that consciousness in every aspect of your life? When I started doing this, it changed my life radically. And so the practice that we're doing is designed on a very practical level to help you bring that same awareness, that same consciousness and ease and relaxation into every aspect of your life. So this practice is just to create new neural pathways so that you know how to do this in all the time. That's what we're doing. The more you practice this meditation, the faster the brain will create those new neural pathways, and the more automatic and effortless it will become. Okay, it becomes a habit. And so we can bring this relaxation in any area of our life, at work, in a meeting, at a family dinner, with our in-laws, anywhere we go. Okay. So it's kind of like bringing meditation into every part of your life. So today, or like in my practice, we begin traditionally by recognizing where these teachings have come from. And the lineage that I am in has three different yoga masters. One of them's name is Dadaji, Babaji is Swami Kripalu, and Gurudev is Yogi Amrit Desai. And then there's all of us who are learning these and doing these practices. So it's very unusual and very amazing that this is not a long trek of teachers, not a long span of teachers. The teachings are more alive and more powerful the closer they get to the initiated, like, first person who brought those into the world, and that would be Dadaji. And so this is a living lineage, meaning these masters, Gurudev is still living, and so there's a lot of energy to this practice, and you'll see this. If you've not taken a meditation class or a yoga class or something like that, or even a stretching class, even if you have, this will be kind of different. This is something that is intended to reveal or help you recognize a little more ease, a little more relaxation behind everything that you do. So to slow down the mind, almost to put like a wet blanket on the mind or the anxiety, and be more relaxed in every area of your life. Okay. This will help you bring more of an attentiveness to your inner attunement when you're in alignment and when you're out of alignment. And I'll begin by singing this mantra. It's called the Asatoma mantra, and it's a chant. And you'll find this in the dashboard as well. It's written out for you. And you can also Google Asatoma mantra. What the English means, I'm going to translate it. The English means, the meaning of this mantra means, lead me from the things I think about myself to be to what I really am. So lead me from the unreal, all the thoughts and the craziness in our head, to the real, what's really happening. Lead me from darkness to light, all those fears and the emotions when we get tied up in those, into light, or seeing darkness and light in the same light. So seeing them more as an equilibrium, like everything is okay. And also to establish ourselves more in the consciousness or the awareness that you are. I'm going to end this and finish with an Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And this means, in whole, Om represents everything, and Shanti means peace. So really, these are the most important words in the mantra that I will chant. It points out that everything can be used, every experience can be used to get to peace. There are some things that are easier for us to get to a peaceful state than others. Some are more challenging. But it helps us realize that every experience can bring us back to peace through a practice like this. And by doing this, when we rewire our brain to understand it, when you pull ourselves back up to consciousness, it brings every experience back to more of a peaceful state. So that is how we do it. Okay. So I'm going to have you sit back and relax, just get comfortable, and you can let your eyes close as I sing this. You can actually sing along if you want, if you know this and you're reading it, or you can just listen to the vibrations of my voice. Okay. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to close my eyes, and I will sing the Asatoma mantra. Asatoma Sadagamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Allowing the eyes to stay closed. Just bring your attention to the breath. Just feel the movement of the inhalations, the exhalations, without changing anything or doing anything. Just bringing your attention to the breath. The mind may be silent, or maybe just it's slowed down a little bit. But notice what changes in the breath. What notices those changes in the breath? What's noticing the silence, the peacefulness that's begun? Just begin to place more attention on the knowing rather than the objects that are changing from time to time, like the thoughts, the breath, or the stresses. Begin to place more attention on the knowing or what's noticing the breath, what's noticing the thoughts, what's noticing, period. Now, without creating any disturbance, just check in with your body. Just allow yourself to be in a comfortable, relaxed position, allowing your hands to rest on your knees or thighs, and shift your attention to your breath. Just feel the smooth inhalations, the steady exhalations, taking long, slow inhalations and slow, soft exhalations. Just feel the movement of the belly with each inhalation and each exhalation. Now, using your imagination, imagine, visualize that you can actually breathe in and out through the belly. If it's helpful, you can actually visualize there's a small opening in the center of the belly. The breath is streaming in and out. So just begin to imagine the sensations that you feel in the belly as the breath breathes in, as it flows in, as the breath flows out. Imagine these sensations so clearly that you can actually feel them as you breathe in and out through the belly. If you're not quite sure that you're feeling the sensations at the belly, you can actually touch your belly. You could even rub it in a circle. As you feel the sensation, let your hand come back down to your knee or thigh. And now feel the breath coming in and out through this area of the belly. On your next inhalation through the belly, allow the breath and attention to rise up. And now it's going to exit a small opening in the center of the chest. So now the breathing pattern is breathing in through the center of the belly, allowing the breath to rise up and exit a small opening in the center of the chest. So you're breathing the breath in through the belly and out through the chest. In through the belly and out through the chest. Feel the sensations as you inhale through the belly and exhale through the chest. As you exhale through the chest, allowing the opening in the belly to close now. And now as if you're just breathing in and out to that center of the chest. Inhaling and feeling the sensations in the center of the chest. Exhaling, feeling the slow, soft exhalation to the center of the chest. As you gently breathe in and out, just notice the sensations in the center of the chest. And on your next inhalation, allow the breath to come into the center of the chest. Allow it to come up to the shoulders, stream down the arms, and now exit. Small openings in the center of each palm. So the breathing pattern now is breathing in through the center of the chest, allowing the breath to come up to the shoulders, stream down the arms, and out through these small openings in the center of each palm. So inhaling in through the chest, exhaling out through the palms. Just feel the sensations arising in the center of the chest. And exhaling, feeling the sensations in the palms. All of your attention focused. The center of the chest and the palms. On the next inhalation, breathing into the center of the chest. Close off the opening at the center of the chest. Allow the breath to stream down the arms. And now, as if you could just breathe in and out through the center of the palms. All of the sensation at the center of the palms as the breath gently streams in and out through the palms. Feel the sensations arising through the palms. The next inhalation. Allow the arms and the palms to just float up, almost if on their own. Gently rising up slowly, half that speed, into the air. Very slowly allowing the arms, hands to turn towards one another so the palms are facing. Very, very slowly. Allow the hands to come towards one another until you feel a sensation between the hands. When you feel that sensation, stop the moment you feel the sensation and allow the hands to pull and push tiny little bit, like 1 millimeter, 1/8 of an inch apart and together. So you're moving the hands slowly back and forth to explore the sensations on the front and the back of the hands. If you're not quite sure you're feeling the sensation, let the movement stop. Allow the hands to move back and forth 1/8 of an inch or a millimeter until you feel the sensation on the palms, the back of the hands. Continue to breathe in and out through the palms. When you feel the sensation, you can make those movements just a little bit larger, exploring the sensations on the front and the back of the hands. And now turn your attention to the emptiness of the mind. Notice how empty and quiet the mind is. Just notice. Then focus back on the hands as they gently move back and forth. On the next exhalation, allow the hands to drift back down to the knees or thighs. Very, very slowly. And once again, notice how quiet the mind is. Now release the breathing pattern. Just inhale naturally through the nose and exhale naturally through the nose. Again, notice how quiet, how soft the breath actually is. Noticing how relaxed the body is. How quiet the mind is. Recognizing that the noticer, the witness of the body, just recognizing the noticer. On the next inhalation, allow the inhalation to pass gently down into the spine and up along the spine and out the crown of the head. Next inhalation, I want you to press down into the sit bones. So just pressing down. At the same time, I want you to extend up through the spine and out through the crown of the head. Just feel like something pulling you up, and actually also you're pressing down. On the exhalation, just begin to allow the torso to begin hinging forward and down into like a bowing movement. The bottom of the exhalation, I want you to stop and allow the inhalation to come in and allow your body to unfold, bringing your body back up into a natural sitting position. And we're not needing to go all the way down or all the way up. So as you inhale, bringing yourself up, pressing down into your sit bone, extending up through your spine, out through your crown, lifting your head, leaning back slightly, lifting your chin. And when you exhale, allow the torso to begin forward, very slowly coming forward and down. We're not trying to go all the way down. We're trying to understand or recognize when we go slow, there's so much more. We're just watching what's happening. Inhaling, allowing the inhale to naturally bring the torso up into an upright position. This time as you bring it up, lift the chest, lift the chin, and just lean back very slightly. Very slowly. When you exhale, allow the torso to move forward and down. Watching every single movement. The slower you go, the more you can watch, the more you're observing. And then on the natural inhalation, allow the torso to return to an upright position. And this is on your rhythm. Continuing this breathing pattern in your own natural rhythm, your own pace. Let everything be as relaxed as possible. There's no struggle. There's no strain. On the next inhalation, wherever you find yourself, bring yourself up into an upright position. Then allow the torso to stop. You can allow the next urge of the body on the next inhalation to reveal whatever you want to do. Whatever the motion is that you feel, go ahead and trust that motion. If it wants to bend over, if it wants to stay there. Allow the inhalation to fill the lungs. And if you're sitting upright, filling the lungs, leaning back slightly, lifting the chin and lifting the chest. And just hold that right there. You're upright. Allowing the breath to stop. Waiting for the natural prompt of the body to exhale. Staying in an upright position, allow the exhalation. Allow the inhalation. Allowing everything to relax into a quiet stillness. Recognizing now the knower of the stillness. There's an awareness or a consciousness that is aware of the stillness. It's witnessing. That consciousness is not changing. It's just watching, it's just aware of everything. That consciousness, that awareness, the unchanging thing is you. Everything else is going on as the subject that you're watching. And the next exhale, allow the eyes to gently open. Just examining the contents of the mind has changed. Now they're filled with vision, sight, objects, but recognizing there's still an awareness of what you're seeing. You can keep your eyes open or you can allow your eyes to shut. And on the next inhalation, I want you to allow your hands to float up through the air and bring them behind your head very slowly, interlacing your hands or your fingers behind your head. The head is resting in your hands. On the next inhalation, press the head back into the hands, lifting up in the chest, lifting up your chin just slightly, allowing the elbows to come back behind you, feeling the chest just naturally lift up, the chin naturally lift up. And when you're ready to exhale, allowing the motions to reverse, let the chin slowly begin to drop down, chest down and forward. Let the elbows move more towards each other. And do not pull with the hands, just allow the breath to expel from the lungs. Slowly coming down until the bottom of the exhalation. Very slowly. We're only trying to notice. We're not trying to go all the way down. We're trying to just recognize the knower. On your next inhalation, allow the chest to lift, the chin to lift, the elbows to come back. In any expression that you want, your head pressing back into your hands, your elbows slightly back. And on the natural exhalation, feeling the breath as it naturally coordinates with the movement and synchronizes with the movement. Allow the breath to come forward, your chin to come down. Now about half that speed. Just slow everything down. We don't want to introduce any struggle or strain. We're just looking at the awareness of what's happening. Allowing the breath and the movement to be long and slow. Notice that by simply inhaling and exhaling, and we're slowing everything down, your mind and everything is coming to a stillness. You can feel more sensation. You can feel if you're in alignment, if you're out of alignment, if anything is stressful. Now allow, in your next inhalation, allow the hands to release from behind the head. Let them drift back down to your knees or thighs. If your eyes are opened or closed, don't change that. Just let that be. Just begin to feel the effects of focusing on the bodily sensations, the breath, and slow movement. Just begin to feel the effects. Noticing how still the mind is, how soft the breath is. And bring your attention to the knower of everything, that consciousness, that awareness. When we do this neurologically, we're disidentifying with those stressors, those belief systems, preferences, I like it, I don't like it. We're pulling ourselves back to that state of awareness. Science has shown that our IQ goes up about 15 points. We make better decisions. We live a more meaningful and happy life It can listen more to others, have more empathy. And we definitely sleep better. Now remember, you can do this meditation over and over again. The more you do it, the more it will become a habit or rewire those neural pathways in your mind, in your brain. To close our practice today, I'm going to chant the sound of Om a few times. So just listen, or you can chant along with me. Jai Bhagwan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to give what I have so humbly received. You truly are myself, again and again.